Are we doing it here?
Fight this.
No, we're not doing it here.
I was going to say. Because last time I remember, you said it was just going to be you and me. And we're over here in chat with Blitz. I don't think.
It just now hit me that I hit the button right in the middle of your sentence.
Yeah.
You're over there trying to explain to me a thing, and I'm just like, nope, it's a wolf head time. Buda boop, buda boop. Also, hi everybody. Welcome to Fandoms and Fuck All, I think is what we're calling this, right? Am I correct?
That's what you said that we were calling it, so I guess we're calling it that.
Fandoms and Fuck All, best name. Best name for a podcast 2022.
Did anyone actually vote on that poll that you were supposed to make about the name?
I never made a poll.
You didn't make a poll?
I never made a poll.
God.
I like the name Fandoms and Fuck All so much that I was just like, in my head, that just wins. What do they call that? Nepotism? Yeah, the Fandoms and Fuck All has like nepotism right now.
Is that what it's called? Hold on.
No, let's look it up right now.
I need to look the shit.
Let me look it up right now.
Nepotism.
All right.
The practice among those with power or influence of favoring relatives or friends, especially by giving them jobs.
I spelled nepotism wrong. The practice among... Yep, you're right. That's exactly what it says. So wait, hold on. The practice among those with power or influence or favoring relatives or friends, especially by giving them a job. Okay, so that means like, okay, Snick is my friend, and if he comes to me with a problem and I help him out, among anyone else who is just a random rando, and then I lean towards Snick and I'm like, hey, I'm going to help you out. I'm not going to help out this other random guy. That's nepotism?
Well, you would have to be someone with power or influence. So if it was between me and I guess an example would be like Logic, although I feel like you would lean more towards Logic than me. If you were to use your influence to have, if we were coming to you with the problem of we're trying to gain followers, and you were like, well, let me go ahead and help Logic out here, we could technically consider it nepotism.
Okay.
Like, you sitting there just spouting a whole bunch of shit going, hey, follow Logic, follow Logic, follow Logic, but then you don't see anything about me. Then it would technically be there, but it's like it's very difficult.
Oh boy, Snick, we need to talk.
God.
We need to have a conversation. Wait, before that happens, what is it?
I just looked at the stuff for similar, and now I get the joke in what's his name's thing with the cops, where the What Happened series of what is it? Tomska, that's his name. Tomska's thing with the cops. What happened?
Okay, I wish I could begin to know what you are talking about. I know who Tomska is. I don't know what this thing with the cops is. You're gonna have to explain.
I was going to say, I was about to get to that point.
Right.
He made a skit where it's like he's a cop and he's got other folks that are there. They're investigating. He shows up. He goes, "What happened?" So they explain what happened. And the way they do it is they go, all right, so he had this gun, and they pull out a gun. And he decided to shoot himself like this. And he points the guy points the gun at himself and kills himself. And he's like, oh my god, that is so... And this skit just keeps that ball rolling with more cops coming in and being like, oh my god, what happened? And someone who witnessed it, well, you see, what happened was... And it gets so stupid. But the part that I'm referring to specifically is two of the cops As they're doing this, first one goes down. His twin brother comes in and goes, "Oh my God, my twin brother! What happened?" Other guy gets offed. His twin brother comes in. And oh my God, my twin brother! And Tom just looks at him and goes, "Why are there so many twins in the police force? Nepotism?" Yeah, that checks out. But it says, under similar, keeping it in the family.
Oh my God. Oh my God. I don't even know. I don't even know where to go from there, to be frank with you. What the fuck was I gonna say before you went off on that Tom's good tangent? I don't even remember. Oh, Snick, we have to talk.
What do you think we've been doing?
We have to talk about something very specific.
Okay, what are we talking about specifically this time around?
I would like to talk. I'm scrolling like Owl House ship art right now. I'm trying to find your tweet.
Oh God damn it!
No, it's a good show and it's good art. I'm not mad at the art.
Oh no! It's nothing about that. It's just you already had a predetermined thing, and you're scrolling through fan art. Of all things, you're going through the fan art.
All right,
oh yeah, I gotta watch my volume because my brother is trying to sleep.
Oh, you over there being a loud nuisance.
I can't help it, okay? I'm naturally loud.
We're sorry, we're loud boys.
Acted like he can hear you.
He's gonna watch the podcast later. Bet your bottom dollar. But anyway, yo, I gotta talk to you about this tweet you made.
Tweet that I made.
This retweet to a tweet you made, sir.
Okay, you're gonna have to refresh my memory.
Okay, there is a picture of a woman holding some celery, and she's going, when you tell your soon-to-be husband to pick up celery for your charcuterie board, and he brings you this. And then you said, I love how I'm like Twitter court right now. And then you said he brought you what you wanted. What's the problem? I have seen the comments. I will tell you what the problem is. Celery is supposed to be cut off at the bottom. He didn't get celery that was cut off at the bottom.
Okay, here's the thing. What he got her was celery stalks. That's the full plant for the celery.
Yes.
Okay, you want to know what she said it was?
What?
Bok choy. Her comment section on TikTok was filled with people going, what's the problem here? He got you celery? Her follow-up TikTok, because it's in the comment section, has her going, alright, fine, I can't believe I'm having to tell you guys this, but I told him to get celery. That's not celery. That's bok choy. And it just ends right there at the end of her saying bok choy.
Oh my God.
How the hell do you confuse bok choy with celery?
Wait a minute. No, I'm gonna...
Bok choy, a leafy plant, with celery, which is primarily stalk.
Oh my... Yeah, I'm looking at bok choy right now. That is not bok choy.
I can see people doing just a glance across and confusing bok choy and Napa cabbage. Because they do have a similar look if you are not taking a very careful look at it. If you just glance past it, you probably wouldn't be able to tell the difference.
Bok choy is a little bit bottom heavy.
Yes. I have worked in produce before. That's the only reason why I know bok choy is a thing.
Yeah. Because
until I worked in produce, I had never even heard of bok choy.
Snake is so steamed up. He's like dying over there. You okay?
Yeah.
Oh my god. Yeah, that's fucking. Yeah, let me put it to you this way: if I was a vegetable and I wanted to date a vegetable, I would date bok choy and not celery. And this is gonna be a fucked up reason, but I want all the people to know, listening to this, to know that I'm saying this because I am putting my mind in the mind of a teenager. I would date bok choy because bok choy is more bottom heavy and voluptuous at the bottom, and celery is just like a stick.
If an eggplant was a woman, you would go for the eggplant.
Oh hell yeah, yeah, no fucking question.
Exactly.
What is the curviest vegetable out there? Don't say an eggplant.
No, it wouldn't be an eggplant anyways.
A pear.
A pear does have curves, yes.
Oh, I'm really into a pear, dude.
But if you could also say the same about squash, though.
Oh, squash. Wait, let me Google squash. Squash. I think that's how you spell it.
Squash.
Oh, some of them. Oh, some of them don't look too good.
Yeah, I know, right? There's also a vegetable that I can't remember if that the name of it is gourd or gourd, or if that's just the container that you can turn that particular vegetable into.
Mm-hmm.
Hold on.
I'm looking at some of these squashes, and it's like I think I made fun of a couple of squashes in high school. If you get my meaning.
Gourd is occasionally used to describe crop plants in the family. Okay, like pumpkins, cucumbers, squash, loofah, and melons. Okay.
Okay.
So it's just it's the container that you can make out of it.
Also, I would like to let our listeners know, or if you're watching this on YouTube, because I can't. Of course, you're watching this on YouTube because I can't really put this anywhere else. I don't really have any deals. This is the first episode. This podcast is being recorded.
Yes.
So it is also being edited by me, and then put up on YouTube, so I can say shit like, and then bleep that out, and then have you think I said something that was more controversial than what I actually said. Snick, don't tell them what I said. You'll ruin the bit.
Why would I tell them that you said?
I gotta bleep
you.
that.
You literally just.
All right.
It's like you should decide to freaking censor me too, just to put the point across.
The comment section is like, Wolfhead is a fucking degenerate. I can't believe he is off the goddamn rails. It's like, listen, I've been off the rails for a long time. You coming to me in 2022 telling me I'm off the rails is like you showing up to a Christmas party on New Year's. So everybody's late.
Here's the thing. Everyone assumes that you had rails to start with. The way I see it, you decided to take on the appearance of a train, but instead of the train wheels, you decided to put tank treads on.
Oh my god. Motherfucker called me like a weird Thomas the Tank Engine character.
All terrain, bitch.
Oh my god. Stop this man. Can I get fan art of that? Can someone draw my character as a train with tank tracks on it?
Oh my god. I'm now just imagining a Thomas the Tank Engine character with tank treads and wolf ears.
You know what? On second thought, don't draw that. I don't want that.
The thing of nightmares.
There's a lot of things I don't want on my mind on my deathbed. That's definitely one of them. And I feel like
write that down for something to get commissioned at some point in the future.
What if I do?
Just for Halloween? Be like, hey, Wolfhead, here's your nightmare fuel.
Oh my god, please. I am begging you. What the
Do
fuck
not
were we
pick.
talking about before? We were talking about squash and how sexy squash is. Or at least I was talking about how sexy squash is, at least.
No, you were talking about how sexy vegetables were, and then you went to pears, and then I brought up squash.
Oh, yeah, dude. I don't think squash is doing it for me. I'd rather stick with pears, to be honest with you.
That's fair.
There's a squash over here that looks like a pumpkin.
Longer. Well, that's because pumpkin is technically a squash.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, pumpkins and squash are part of the same family.
Oh,
that's
my
what
God.
I was just reading about. For that split second.
Now I gotta sit here and contemplate if I was a vegetable, would I fuck a pumpkin? They're big. I like big. That checks a couple of my boxes. But oh my God. I feel like it's one of those situations where it's too much of a good thing.
Yeah, I can see that.
Yeah, I can't really I can't really justify me as a vegetable fucking a vegetable that is a pumpkin. No offense if you are a pumpkin, all right? I'm sure you're very beautiful. I say as I scratch the side of my belly grossly. Hopefully that was picked up on the audio.
Boyfriend, so what do you need with anything? What do you need anything else for?
My boyfriend is like, oh my God, my boyfriend. What vegetable is my boyfriend? My boyfriend is probably like a combination of a pear and a squash. He has a belly. He has a gut on him. And you are like a pumpkin dating another pumpkin.
Gee, is that how it is?
I never said pumpkins were bad.
The way you see me is a pumpkin dating another pumpkin.
Yes, that's not bad. That's an observation. Just an observation. It doesn't mean anything in one way or the other.
I see my girlfriend and I more as potatoes. She is a sweet potato.
Okay, you know what? That's more accurate than me. You are a what potato?
I am a regular potato, a russet potato.
Oh, okay.
One of the ones that you wrap in aluminum foil and toss on the fire to let it bake.
Oh, dude, you're making me hungry. I don't have any money right now. I won't have any money until tomorrow. I need you to cut that out. How many potatoes are there in Minecraft? How many potatoes does a potato plant produce? How many potatoes does one plant produce? How many potatoes do you get from one plant? How many potatoes in a bag of chips? How many potatoes in Peru? That's a weird one.
Are you trying to find out how many types of potatoes there are?
Yeah, how many types of you type that up. You type faster than me. I have to believe it's something like apples, where there's like 1,000 different apples, but a lot of them just look the same and taste the same.
The main ones that I'm familiar with, because again, work produce, russet potatoes, white potatoes, yellow potatoes, red potatoes, and sweet potatoes. Those are the main ones.
Dude, give me a white potato. I'm baking it, putting some like cheese in it. And that's my lunch.
Of potatoes are there? Holy shit.
Give me a number.
There are more than 200 varieties of potatoes.
You know what? That's lower than I thought it was going to be. But sure. I'll accept
it. Just to name a couple that showed up, the yellow potatoes I was talking about are actually known as Yukon Gold.
Okay.
There's Russian blue potatoes, which appear to be purple inside and white on the outside.
Okay.
Vitalettes, which are purple through and through.
Okay.
Laura potatoes, which look like weird tomato potatoes. They actually kind of look like red potatoes, like generic ones.
Okay.
Yeah, the inside is a bit on the yellow side for the Laura's. Afras, which is very entertaining considering afros exist. Uh, oh God, don't remind me of that fucking game.
That
There's a, there is a potato. There's a potato that is called the Desiree potato.
the Desiree potato.
Yes,
Where do I know that fucking name from, or like that word, Desiree? Desiree.
I played a game of the same name that is no longer on Steam.
Desiree.
Apparently.
Okay, you keep looking up potatoes. I'm gonna look up the word Desiree.
All right. Why the fuck is Nightshade listed as part of Laura Potatoes? Or Afras? There's Dorays, Cares Pink, Perel, Remarka. I'm gonna mispronounce the fuck out of this one, apparently. Tejfun. There's one called Gunda.
Oh
Melody
my God, Snick! I watched you play this.
Yeah, I know, right?
Oh my God, this is the game where I was like, can the guy stop being a bitch and actually hit the homeless guy?
That was the game where you, me, and Logic were like struggling so hard not to let the game affect our mood. And it was so hard. It was so fucking hard because it was just super fucking depressing.
Desiree.
Oh my God.
I think at one point in the game you just transport to a place that had like a butthole on the wall or like a dick on the wall or some shit like that. Like it was outside a strip club or something.
Oh, the vagina.
Oh yeah. Oh, well, eventually, if I would kept naming every orifice, I would get it eventually. But I stopped at butthole and penis. Yeah, that's fucking that's Desiree. Since I'm recording this, I'm gonna contemplate if I'm gonna put up like visual things to aid my audience or our audience. So
I'd say for that, the only thing that I would even remotely consider putting up is the actual like front art for it.
Yeah,
not any of the specific scenes in the game, because oh my God, like half that game you're spending sitting there watching stuff that needs to be censored if you're gonna have it on anywhere on YouTube. Like, good Lord.
Are those videos still on your channel?
Oh yeah.
I could link like them to go watch the fucking playthrough.
I don't recommend that. As nice as it would be for people to take a look at some of my videos, please no.
All right, fine. I'll just show them the poster then, I guess. Yeah.
Like, don't get me wrong, the game is unique. That's for damn sure. But
unique, putting it lightly.
That is a very adult game.
Yeah, that game is.
And
like,
you have to be very hardy against like issues that are very touchy.
Yeah. Who recommended that you play that game in the first place? It wasn't me.
I happened across it and thought it looked interesting because it was a game based on the description of it that was on Steam. It was just a game about a guy trying to find a way to see color for the first time.
Oh.
And that tricked me into playing the game only to find out that it's so fucking bad. Like, it's so fucked up.
Snick
overall.
got description debated.
I did. I really did.
Oh my God. Well,
it is not often that I actually get debated. And I fucking got debated with that.
You got debated. You got debated. I gotta find that video and then stick it in here now.
Lord.
But yeah, I'm looking at a butternut squash. I think I would date a butternut squash.
Yeah, I could see that.
Really bottom heavy.
Really bottom heavy, not much to the top.
Yeah. You're laughing. I'm not ashamed of it, man.
No, I'm laughing because I'm just thinking about what this was supposed to be initially and what this has turned into.
What the fuck have we talked about? We've talked about Desiree. I think most of this podcast was just about vegetables.
What vegetable would we be in? What vegetable would we fuck?
Yes, what vegetable will we fuck? I feel like throughout this podcast life, I would just bring up a bunch of conversations where we would be like, "Oh, if we were this thing, which one would you fuck?" I feel like I would do that a lot. Watch, we'll see.
We'll see what happens.
Snick, if we were cars, what cars would we be, and which cars would we fuck? That's for the next podcast. That's for the next episode. I can't be a fancy car. I got to be like a hoopty at first.
The Model T Ford.
God,
I'm old.
I'm just blowing out black smoke with my fucking muffler. I'm like on my last legs. I'm like, please just send me to the chop shop. I can't. I can't do this anymore, man. I'm that one character in Cars they didn't film because he was so suicidal and said, please send me to the chop shop. He kept saying, please send him to the chop shop, so we didn't have a part for him in Cars. We're sorry. This is a kid's film.
That's great. It's like the title of this series is supposed to be Fandoms and Fuck All. We're not really doing much with the fandoms, but we're certainly doing a lot of the fuck all.
Okay, so to make it seem that I'm not a liar, let's talk about bronies.
Because what I find the most hilarious about it is you were looking through Owl House fan art.
We could have talked about Owl House, the Owl House fandom. It's such a better fandom than the Brony fandom. I'm sorry, continue.
It's like you were scrolling through Owl House fan art,
yes.
And then you happened across my tweet, and that derailed the entire thing.
Yes, this is correct. This is very correct, yes.
Oh my goodness.
But we got 3 minutes left in the podcast. I just want to cap off by saying that I'm not an influencer, but go watch Owl House. It's really good. But don't watch it and then fucking spoil me about it unless you're on Twitter, at which case do whatever the fuck you want because I've already been spoiled on Twitter a million times over. I'm currently watching Amphibia, trying to get through Amphibia. The shit's getting interesting so far. I'm getting into the interesting parts. I haven't reached the part where I could bleep this out, where one of the characters. I haven't reached that part yet, but Twitter told me about it before I was even watching Amphibia.
Oh my god, I can't believe you talk about something like that in your podcast.
Listen, listen, I would. You don't like it, don't listen to it. Fuck. There's a million other podcasts.
No, please come back. Come back to us next time where we hopefully have a better tracking method for discussion.
All right. Lord. We're at the end. Is there anything you would like to say, Snick?
Have a wonderful day.
All right, bye-bye, everybody. This has been episode 1 of Fandoms and Fuck All, and we hope to see you in the next episode. Bye-bye.
Thank you.